Can you see us? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, hello. Well, nice to see you here. Well, first of all, we would like to introduce, and I hope that you can introduce yourself also. Well, you can see my students. Say hello, students.
Hello.
Well, we are glad to see you, and we are from Lyceum number 33 in Ivanovo region. What about you?
We are from Егорьевск, Moscow region.
Moscow region. So students, we are connecting today with Moscow region. So you are almost our neighbors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so we will start, and we are going to tell you some words about Ivanovo region. My students are ready to tell you about our city and the sites of our place where we live in, and then we would like to listen to you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's start. Well, so we are from Ivanovo region, and I'm sure that you know where it is. Our region borders on Vladimir region, Nizhny Novgorod region, Kostroma, and Yaroslavl. The administrative city of our region is Ivanovo. I want to show you the coat of arms of our region, and our coat of arms of Ivanovo region has two parts. You can see them, right?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Red and blue parts, which mean Vladimir and Kostroma region, where our city was included before. The flame on the blue part symbolizes knowledge and progress, and the weaving shuttle represents, on the red side, represents the textile production in our region. The waving lines mean the river Volga. And I want to show you the coat of arms of our city, of Ivanovo. You can see it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Our coat represents a young girl who is spinning. That means the textile production also. Many years ago we had many factories, and the textile production was the main production in our city and in our region. The girl is wearing a red sundress and a silver shirt. Different colors mean the connection of two villages. Many years ago it was Ivanovo and Voznesensky Posad. Blue background means the blooming cotton, honesty and loyalty. And now my students are ready to tell you and to show you some sites of Ivanovo. Nikita, please.
I want to tell you about the Ivanovo Palace of Arts. Ivanovo Palace of Arts is a modern building with many types of theaters. The palace was opened in 1939. The Palace of Arts is placed on Mountain Pokrovskaya on the coast of the river Ubud. At the moment, the building of the theater includes a musical theater for 1,500 seats, a drama theater for 750 seats, and a puppet theater for 305 seats. Theater is open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The cost of the tickets depends on the performance. Thank you.
Thanks. Well, the next one.
Hello, I would like to tell you about Shadurov's tent. Shadurov's tent is one of the oldest buildings in Ivanovo, one of the oldest brick building in Ivanovo. This tent was built at the end of 19th century for managers of the village of Ivanovo. But in 1860, people lived in this tent, and it had 4 floors. But in 1988, 3 floors were removed, and the appearance of this building was changed. In nowadays, Shadorov's tent is a part of Burilin's museum.
I'm going to tell you about Burilin. Dmitry Burilin is a collector from the dynasty of the Burilins. He is an important public figure. All his life, Dmitry collected items he collected rare and ancient items, which later became the basis for the museum. His passion for collecting went to Burilin from his grandfather. Dmitry began to collect coins and books by himself when he was 14 years old. In 1930, in Egypt, he even bought an ancient mummy. Dmitry traveled to various cities of Russia. Also, he visited England, Australia, Italy, and France.
I want to tell you about the Museum of Burilin. Museum of Burilin is one of the best collection museums in Russia. Burilin traveled around Russia, the countries of Europe and the East. The result of his collection activities was the creation of the Museum of Industry and Art. Thanks for his expenses, museum was built by architect Trubnikov. The museum was opened on December 26, 1914. This museum has a very long and interesting history. There are many different rare books, weapons, paintings, everyday life, and other items. Some of his collections, for example, the collection of the Bibles, were recognized as one of the best in Russia. There are many peoples of different faith in Ivanovo, but most of people are Christians, and we have many different churches which we can visit. The first is the cousin church, church to the name of to the cousin icon of the Mother of the Gods, and this church is a very interesting and beautiful place to visit. It was opened in 1787, and now it's open for everyone. The next is the Holy Ancient Monastery. It's beautiful church which was opened in 1990s, and the Ivanovo-Voznесensky and Vichuksky Metropolitan is located there. And the last is the church. This name is God, the joy of all who sorrow. This is this church. This church can be visited by people from 8 o'clock from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And this church is one of the oldest church in Ivanovo. Thank you. I want to tell about Revolution Square. Russian Square is the central square of Ivanovo, which houses the main administrative buildings of the city. In 1975, in the center of the square, a monument to the revolutionaries who died during the revolution of 1905 was installed. On the stone monument, the names of all the victims covered. Until 1910, the square was called St. George's Square. After that, it was renamed into the City Square. Previously, there were different rallies and meetings. I want to tell you about Red Talca. The Red Talca is a memorial complex in the town of Ivanovo. The Red Talca is situated in the Soviet district on the town of the river Talca. The largest in the town rallies were held there during the revolutions in Russia in last century. The Bolsheviks created the century's first consul servant of the deepest in 95. The Red Talca was opened on May in 1975.
House Ship is one of the most beautiful buildings in Ivanovo. It is a house. It consists of two buildings. This house is an architectural monument of federal significance. It is situated at the two largest streets. They are Sheremetyevo and Lenin Avenue. The shape of a body resembles a ship. Because of it, it's called house ship.
Well, as you can see, my students told you about some sides of Ivanovo, of place where we live, and now we are ready to listen to you, how you present your place.
I'd like to tell about my school. My school is the youngest and the newest in our town. It celebrates the 25th birthday. Our pupils won a lot of sports competition, not only in our town, but in Moscow region. A lot of people are winners in different subjects like biology, Russian language, and etc. And I want to say about our teachers. They are kind but strict. I am proud of my school.
Thanks, it's very interesting, yeah. We can see your school.
Next. Hello. I speak English very well. 1 minute.
Okay, we are waiting.
Yes. I'm tell again.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell some interesting facts about Егорьевск. First, until 1922, Егорьевск was a reason region. And second, at first, Егорьевск was a reason region. And second, at first, Егорьевск was the village Высокое.
We are listening to.
The landmarks of Егорьевск. The Church of the St. George the Victorious is one of the largest and the oldest temples in Russia. Guslitsa River is the largest river in Егорьевск. The factory of Hlodovich is famous for spinning factory, which was known not only in Russia. That's all.
Well, thanks a lot. Thank you. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Arsen. I told about famous people in our town. Our town,
Nice to meet you, Arsen. Nice to meet you.
our town is known for famous people. Valeria Kablova was born in Егорьевск. She is a wrestler. She took part in Olympic Games in 2016. She won a silver medal. Next. Text. Evgeny Larushin was born in Егорьевск. He was the hero of Soviet Union. He shot down a lot of planes in Second World War. Eduard Uspensky is a writer, a playwriter, and the author for children. His popular characters are Cheburashka, Dядя Fedor, and Matrosky. That's all what I want to say.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay, that was all our information about Егорьевск. So, did you like it?
Yeah, we liked, and especially we liked that you prepared the presentation. Well, you can see that I have changed the students because we had the break. But anyway, my students, these students of the 7th form are also ready to talk with you. And I want to present you our project because with your teacher we spoke about the project around all the subjects of our country, and I have a question to my students. Students, do you remember how many subjects of the Russian Federation do we have? How many subjects? 80? 85. You know about that, yeah?
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, you know. Well, and we are going during the project to meet the students and to meet the teachers as guest speakers from all 85 subjects. You are the first today because it is only Tuesday, and students, we are connecting now with Moscow region. The students are from Егорьевск, and they told us about some sites and some outstanding people of their region. Moscow region is one of the subjects of our country. And where are you from? What region are you from? From Ivanovo region, yes, right. What are the most important sites of our city? What sites of our city do you know? Name, please. I know. I know Иваново Zoo, Иваново main post office, yes, right. Others. You dom? Shoe horse house, yes, right. House ship building, yes, right. What else? Burylin's museum, yes, right. Danya, what sites of Ivanovo do you know? Monument to Lenin, yes, right, Настя? Цветаева's museum, yes, right, Museum of Цветаева. Nikit, what do you know about Ivanovo? Red Talca, the revolutionary monument, yeah? Red Talca, so we don't have other monuments. Nikita doesn't know. Well, and I want to share my screen, and I want to share with you the project. 1 second, I'm going to share my screen. The project which we want you to be involved also. So this project is about all 85 subjects of the Russian Federation. 1 second, I'm going to share my screen. Yeah.
Okay, you wait.
Yeah. Okay. What's wrong? Well, and here you can see. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can.
Here you can see the requirement for taking part in our project. I'm trying to download it. You can read it. The name of our project is the friendship around the different subjects of our country. And during our meetings, during our Skype meetings, we are going to connect with all regions of our country, and we are going to share information about all regions. And we invite students and the teachers to be involved in this project and to write down some information and some interesting facts about place where you live, about your region. You can add the page here and write down about Moscow region. You can add your presentation which you showed us. It's also very interesting. And I ask you to leave your feedback. It is also very interesting to leave a feedback like we are going to do with my students. Do not forget to give the name of the region, place, city or town where you live in, and the school number. And here you can write down all information about our meeting. If you liked it, if you don't, if you have any problems, for example, with connection, like we had now, and you can download your pictures in our pictures gallery. During our connection with you, we took some pictures, we took a video, and we are going to download the pictures here also.
Okay.
So, what do you think about it?
I think we'll leave a feedback as you did. We'll write that the meeting was nice and well organized, so we really liked it.
Well, we are happy to see you, and let us take a picture. If you want, you can also take a picture. Well, we are so happy to see you today, and we are very happy that you are the first. It's good that you are our neighbors, and we could see you, we could see your school, we could see that you are interested in history of your place where you live. Thanks a lot. Students say thank you.
Okay, thank you too.
Well, see you, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.